All right, listen up, because this is absolutely wild. Multiple sources are now confirming that the Dodgers front office has been in serious discussions about bringing back Cody Bellinger. Yeah, you heard that right. The same Cody Bellinger they non-tendered just a few years ago. The same guy who looked completely lost at the plate in 2021 and 2022. And now he's suddenly back on their radar as a legitimate target this offseason. This isn't just some random speculation either. We're talking about actual internal meetings happening right now in the Dodgers organization. The kind of meetings where Andrew Friedman and the analytics team are crunching numbers, evaluating fit, and figuring out if this makes sense both on the field and in the clubhouse. Before we dive deeper into this, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And if you are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We're grinding toward 1,000 subscribers, and you guys have been absolutely crushing it with the support. This channel is all about bringing you the latest Dodgers news before anyone else, so make sure you are locked in. Now here's the thing about Bellinger that makes this so complicated yet so intriguing. When he left Los Angeles after the 2022 season, nobody really blamed the Dodgers for letting him walk. The guy was hitting under 200 with an OPS that made pitchers look like they were throwing batting practice to everyone except him. His swing looked broken. His confidence was shot. That shoulder injury from the 2020 postseason had clearly taken its toll, and it seemed like maybe his best days were just behind him. But then something happened in Chicago. Something clicked. The Cubs took a chance on him with a one-year deal, and Bellinger responded by putting up numbers that reminded everyone why he won an MVP award in the first place. Comeback Player of the Year in 2023. Then he goes to the Yankees for 2025 and puts up 29 home runs, 98 RDAs, and an 813 OES. That's not just a bounce back. That's a complete resurrection of his career. And here's where it gets really interesting for the Dodgers. Their outfield production last year was, let's be honest, pretty mediocre by championship standards. Left field was a black hole for most of the season. They had guys rotating through that spot like it was a revolving door, and none of them really seized the opportunity. When you are trying to win a third consecutive World Series, you can't have weak spots in your lineup. You need production from every position, and right now, the outfield needs an upgrade. Bellinger solves multiple problems at once. First, you are getting a guy who can play all three outfield positions plus first base. That versatility is absolutely crucial for a team like the Dodgers who love to maximize their roster flexibility. Dave Roberts can shuffle the lineup based on matchups, rest guys without losing defensive quality, and keep everyone fresh for October. That's invaluable. Second, you are getting legitimate power from the left side of the plate. Bellinger hit 29 home runs last season. That's the most he's hit since his MVP year back in 2019. The power is back, and in a lineup that already features Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Will Smith, adding Bellinger into that mix makes the Dodgers lineup absolutely terrifying from top to bottom. Third, and this might be the most underrated aspect, his defense is still elite. He posted 7 outs above average and a +9 fielding run value last year. In the outfield, he covers ground like few others can, and his instincts are still razor sharp. For a team that values defense as much as the Dodgers do, that's a massive selling point. Dodger Stadium is huge in the outfield, and you need guys who can track down balls in the gas. Bellinger does that as well as anyone. Now let's talk about the money, because that's always the elephant in the room with any free agent discussion. Bellinger opted out of a $25 million player option for 2026, taking a $5 million buyout instead. That tells you he's confident he can get a better deal on the open market. We're probably looking at something in the range of 4 to 5 years at around 90 to 120 million total. Is that cheap? Number. But compared to what some other outfielders are going to command this offseason, it's actually pretty reasonable value for a player of his caliber. Kyle Tucker, for example, is going to cost significantly more, both in terms of dollars and probably prospects if you are trading for him. Juan Soto is going to get $500 million. Bellinger gives you 80 to 85% of that production at a fraction of the cost. And you don't have to give up any prospects to get him. Here's what really makes this reunion so compelling, though. The relationship between Bellinger and the Dodgers never ended badly. It wasn't like he burned bridges on his way out. It was more like a mutual understanding that the situation wasn't working anymore and both sides needed something different. The Dodgers needed to allocate their money elsewhere, and Bellinger needed a change of scenery to rebuild his swing and his confidence. Now, 3 years later, both sides have evolved. The Dodgers have won back-to-back World Series and are looking to add one more premium piece to chase a three-peat. Bellinger has proven he's still an elite player when healthy and confident. The timing actually makes a lot of sense. From what I am hearing from people connected to the situation, Bellinger is very open to the idea of coming back to Los Angeles. He never wanted to leave in the first place. This was the organization that drafted him, developed him, and watched him win an MVP. His best baseball memories are in Dodger blue. If the money is right and the years make sense, T here is real mutual interest. Here. And let's talk about what this would mean for the Dodgers championship window. Adding Bellinger doesn't just make them better for 2026. It solidifies the outfield for the next several years. You'd have Mookie Betts, who can slide between the outfield and the infield depending on health and need. You'd have Bellinger, who can play anywhere. You'd have Teoscar Hernandez potentially coming back. That's a core that can compete with anyone in baseball. The depth, the versatility, the experience in big moments. It all fits together perfectly. And here's the thing about Bellinger that sometimes gets overlooked. The guy has played in massive October games. He's been to the World Series multiple times. He hit a home run in Game 7 of the NLCS. He knows what it takes to perform under that kind of pressure. That experience matters when you are trying to win 3 straight championships. You need guys who aren't going to shrink in those moments, and Bellinger has proven time and time again that he elevates his game in October. The front office is clearly doing their homework on this. They're evaluating every angle, running the numbers, talking to scouts, and figuring out if this makes sense both short-term and long-term. Andrew Friedman doesn't make impulsive decisions. Everything is calculated and strategic. But the fact that they're even having these conversations tells you they see real value in bringing Bellinger back. So where does this go from here? Well, we're still early in the offseason. Free agency is just getting started, and there are a lot of other teams that need outfield help. The Giants could be in the mix. The Yankees might try to bring him back. The Cubs could even make a play to re-sign him. But the Dodgers have something none of those other teams have. They have history with Bellinger. They have a winning culture. They have a loaded roster that's ready to compete for championships right now. If I am Bellinger and I am weighing my options, Los Angeles has to be at the top of the list. This is shaping up to be one of the most fascinating storylines of the entire offseason. A potential reunion that nobody saw coming just a few years ago, but now feels like it could actually happen. The Dodgers need outfield help. Bellinger needs a team that can maximize his talents and give him a shot at winning more rings. It's a perfect match on paper, and sometimes those perfect matches actually work out in real life. I want to know what you think about all this. Would you welcome Cody Bellinger back with open arms? Do you think he's the missing piece that pushes the Dodgers to a three-peat? Or would you rather see them spend that money elsewhere? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I genuinely want to hear from you. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We're building something special here with this channel, and your support means everything. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers and beyond, go Dodgers!